Have you ever heard of the handwriting on the wall? There was this one time when Daniel was invited to a huge party with all of the big wigs and fancy people in attendance. And while everyone was eating and drinking and having a great time, suddenly a hand appeared out of nowhere and started writing on the wall. The king saw it and started trembling because he knew that this was a bad omen. So he got really scared and called for Daniel, the man known for his ability to interpret dreams and omens, to come and see if he could figure out what this mysterious handwriting meant. And after looking at it for a while, Daniel finally said, "You've been weighed and found wanting." And then that night the king died. Now we don't know exactly why the king died. Maybe he had a heart attack, or maybe it was a really bad case of food poisoning. But I think there's a bigger lesson here about how sometimes when we least expect it, God will humble us and remind us that we're just humans. Think about how often we get so caught up in our daily lives that we forget there's a higher power watching over us. We start to feel like nothing can touch us. We're invincible. Nothing can stop us from getting what we want. We don't need anybody but ourselves. We can do whatever we want whenever we want without any consequences. But then sometimes, in the middle of our party, so to speak, when we least expect it, life will throw us a curveball. A health diagnosis, an unexpected pregnancy, a car accident, a surprise layoff. And these are the moments that can really test our faith and our trust in God's plan for us. So what should we do when life throws us a curveball? Well, first we need to remember that no matter what happens, God is still in control. He didn't create the world 6,000 years ago and then leave us to figure things out on our own. He's with us every step of the way, even when we feel like He's not. Second, we need to remember that everything happens for a reason. Even though we may not be able to see the reason right away, we can trust that God has a plan for us and that His plan is always good. Finally, we need to remember that we're not alone. Even though it may feel like everyone is against us, we have God on our side, and He will never leave us or forsake us. So the next time you find yourself in the middle of a party, so to speak, remember the king who was having a great time until suddenly the handwriting appeared on the wall. Remember that God is in control, that everything happens for a reason, and that you're not alone. Well, that's it for today. Till next time.